Number 2 for the day says Owen worked for 6 hours at the animal clinic. For this week, he earned $91.56. How much did Owen earn per hour? So again, when you're starting off, you should be starting off with that cute little question mark and trying to figure out what is this question asking. Well, it says how much should Owen earn per hour? So I want to know how much he earned per hour, where per means 1. So how much money is he earning in 1 hour when he works? Well, the total amount that he earned was $91.56. And this took him 6 hours to earn. Okay. So far this is what I have. That he's earning per 1 hour. The total he made was $91.56. This was after 6 hours. So if I'm trying to find one group, I need to take these numbers and divide them. So I have 6 groups that are all the same, so I know how much he made each one of those hours. So I'm going to start by drawing my area model box. I'm dividing this by 6, so I'm going to put 6 off to the side. Split my model in half for whole numbers and decimals. So I have 91 wholes, 56 hundredths. Remember, we're writing that place value out so that it really helps us with our answers. So now I'm looking at 6 and 91. So we're doing 6 into 91, and we're going to be dividing. That looks terrible. Hold on. Okay. In case you need them, I'm going to write my easy facts off to the side for 6's. So we're going to do 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 5 times 6 is 30. Where 30 is kind of close to 90, but I could keep going. So now we're going to do 10 times 6 is 60. 20 times 6 is 120. Okay. If I'm trying to get to 91, 120 is too big, so this will not work for me. But 60 is smaller, so I can start with 60. So we're going to subtract 60. Okay. That's 10. So I'm going to put 10 off to the side because that's 10 groups of 6 makes 60. And then I would subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. So that leaves me with 31. So now 60 is too big, but I could use 30. So I'm going to subtract 30. That's writing 5 off to the side because that's 5 groups of 6 means 30. When I subtract, it leaves me with 1 remainder. So I'm going to take these two numbers and add them together. 10 plus 5 is 15, and I'm circling it because that's my answer, and I know I'm going to need that later. But I can't just forget about this remainder because that's $1, so like every dollar counts. So we're going to move this $1 to my next group. So I'm going to write that as 1, as in like $1. And we've got to think, we're in the hundredths place. Remember, we said this hundredths place was like a penny. So how many pennies are in $1? That would be my answer. Well, there are 100 pennies in $1. So I've written 1 is the same as 100 hundredths. And that's what we're regrouping over. So I have to do that 100 plus the 56 that was already there in that group. So I now have 156 in this group, and we're going to divide it by 6. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So it's super tiny, but so that you can see it. 6, and I'm dividing it into 156. So I'm going to come back to my easy facts that are down here that are kind of marked out, but I can still see them. 20 times 6 was 120. So I'm going to start by subtracting 120. And that's me putting a 20 off to the side on that little perch. Okay. So I have a little 20 off to the side, and I'm subtracting. 6 minus 0 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that left me with 36. So 60 was too big. 30. I could do 30, but think in your mind, a lot of you know this. 6 times what equals 36? Because if 5 is 30, I'm almost there. So 6 times 6 is 36. So I'm going to subtract 36 and write a little 6 off to the side. So that leaves me with nothing. I've gotten through all of it. That's how you know you're doing it right. 20 plus 6 is 26. And I've circled it over here in my work as my answer. Okay. Now all we have to do is write this. So this is 15 because it's circled, 15 ones. So down here I'm going to put 15, and I know my decimal comes after my ones place. This is 26 hundredths. So I need to make sure that that 6 drops into the hundredths place. Tenths, hundredths. So no, I'm good. It's going to make $15.26 each hour.